Okay, I've given myself space to split the stream at when I upload it. Let's get the tiny bis, shall we? There they are. Alright, now let's get them on the stream. Let me open Discord. Yeah, I love squigglers so much. It really bothers me that that's like the only major appearance of them. Inside of Mario and Luigi. Yes, I know, I'm going to call you, Bis. Yes, Bis, I'm calling you! Yes, I'm calling you! You don't see this, but Bis in my DMs is like, hey, Lena, call me. Hey, Lena, call me. Lena. And then I already was calling you and you were still saying it.
I was too busy, like, typing to reply, sorry. To answer the phone, I mean.
Oh, hi, Bis.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what, Bis?
What?
I love you.
Ah! That's quite good. I like that.
Thanks for screaming. Right in my ear, honey.
Next time I'll do it directly. I will deep throat the microphone and scream as loud as is fairly possible.
Here's Sasha presenting the new emotes. You look like a World of Goo character in this image, Sasha.
There's a World of Goo character in the image?
Yeah, she looks like a World of Goo character. Oh damn, it's gonna take 5 million years to get Rayman Legends going, isn't it? I don't think I have Steam open, I don't... Oh fuck. I'm really prepared today. As you can tell.
Oh, is Angry Miyamoto one of the ones you can't modify?
Yeah, sorry.
Shit!
I'm sorry!
How do I get it? How do I get it?
How do you get it? It's just a follower emote.
So I can just...
You can just have it.
Use?
Yeah.
What's the code for it?
It's just called Angry Sad Miyamoto, I think.
So I use... Oh, there we go! Mm. Wait, can we only use this on your channel?
Yeah, that's the other limitation of follower emotes.
That's slightly a shame, because now I can't spam it on Arrow stream, oh well.
You can spam Sad Miyamoto.
Yeah,
isn't that good enough?
It's just that we haven't upset him as much in that one. I like the idea that crying Miyamoto comes first. That's when he's just upset. This is when he's like so done with crying over us. He's sick of having his life ruined by our antics. He's ready to fight back.
Hey, I'm live with the cute fairy at BisTheFairy. We're continuing playthrough of Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends. Come hang out with us. Okay, thank goodness I already had Steam logged in and everything. Oh man, the game actually opened up pretty quickly. That's very good. It's also very loud until it gets to the menu screen because your audio settings don't kick in until it gets that far. It really bothers me that that's the case, but what you gonna do? So, the thing Sasha wants us to talk about is the other night she did a tier list of what Kirby characters swear and in what amount they swear, right?
Mm.
And the most important part of that tier list is where we put Kine. Also, I hear myself over your end, Bis. You might want to turn me down.
I'll consider it.
Kine was at the bottom of the list, which has said every swear word ever. And Bis was in agreement over this, assessment.
Oh my god, I remember now! I remember this conversation!
Yeah.
Oh, do I have to go get my... Do we have to go get the Kine images?
Yes, go get the one with the... Well...
Don't spoil the content.
Maybe not the one with the nastiness, but...
No, we're going for the
Also, we're doing Toad Story today!
We're going for the one with the nastiness that's going in.
I don't have these images, so I'm gonna need Bis to go wrangle them for me.
Yeah, you got to have me to go and do the heavy lifting.
We were in the Nasty Frogland today. I don't... Nobody liked the disgusting one.
Okay, I'll get the one that's not disgusting. I mean, I hate the disgusting one as well. It squicks me out like hell. But I think it's the definitive
It's important
version.
to the lore.
It's important to the lore!
I can't be too upset. Well, you know what? I suggested it, but I didn't suggest the part that was nasty. That was Sasha's edition. And no, it's not going to become an emote. Don't even ask.
Oh, it's gonna become an emote. I'm gonna do like a
Fuck
full
you,
color
Miss.
HD version. It's gonna be great.
No.
And everybody is gonna be like, yeah, Bis, good idea, Bis.
No. Everybody's gonna be like, bad idea, Bis. Fuck you.
Nobody would ever say fuck you, Bis.
I would.
Do it then.
I already did.
I was hoping I could like stop you from saying it.
No,
But,
I already
like-
said it like twice. I guess
Yeah,
you
but that
weren't
was
paying
only
attention.
theoretical, it doesn't count.
No, I
So for
I said it to you, and you weren't paying attention. So it's not my fault that you didn't notice. It's not my
I'm
fault
like
that
a-
your no thoughts head empty.
Yeah, well, it's better than fucking no funny,
No thoughts hibiki.
bad joke. Oh god.
Imagine hibiki in the no bitches pose, and it says no thoughts. I'm glad you enjoy this. Oh yeah, so I was talking about I want to draw Nausicaa, and I want to draw Curly Brace. I also I want to draw the three main Simple Gear girls. Hibiki and Chris, and I can never remember the name of the blue one.
Their names are Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic.
No.
I'm joking.
What's the blue one's name?
Tsubasa.
Tsubasa, yes, thank you. I never remember her name for some reason. Yeah, I want to draw them. Arrow will be very happy. Arrow did pixel art of them one time.
Yeah.
Those are
Well, actually, I
very
don't
good.
know. I think it was just Hibiki, Chris, and Miku, which is a weird three.
Well, I meant of the characters.
Oh yeah. I fucking still can't get over the fact that like they had a named American
Wow, one
villain.
try. Nice.
I love that they went to make a named villain that was American, and they were like, "Yeah, we should call him John Wayne." His name is John Wayne.
This might be a stretch, but Chris is supposed to be an American character. And they call her Christian, and that sounds a lot like Christian.
Is she supposed to be American? I didn't
Yeah.
think she was.
Yeah, no, she's supposed to be American.
No, because I asked Ara if that was the case, and she said no.
No, but they keep saying that in the show.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. And and some of the translations translate her as like, she says like ain't and stuff like that.
Hmm. Oh, so she's got like a Sandy Cheeks voice then.
Yeah.
Oh my
Funny.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really want somebody to reanimate the scene of SpongeBob and Patrick taking the piss out of Texas and then getting destroyed. It's just Miko and Tsubasa taunting Chris. I fucking love that scene. It's so good.
I just thought of a really cursed question.
Kirby is 8 inches tall.
Wow, that was just a meme fart sound effect when I broke that thing.
I don't know, I think small things are huggable. Like, I think that, like...
You don't want to hear my cursed question?
You have to get to, like, ant-sized before, or, like, flea, or cockroach. Let me look up something like 8 inches. What? Go on.
You don't want to hear my cursed question?
Okay, ask your first question.
Would Sandy Cheeks be transphobic?
Oh, God. That's a good question. So, on the one hand, like... Oh, God, yeah, that's hard, because it's like... like, you've got to be kind of a dumbass if you, like... Or if, like, I don't know, like, I feel like her love of Texas, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not, like, I feel like, obviously she doesn't like any of the bad parts, right? It's just a question of, like, is she somebody who is better than Texas? Like, I don't know, like, is she reclaiming the things
Ruby
about Texas
says she's
that
a
aren't a problem?
scientist.
Well, being a
Hopefully it's
scientist
not.
doesn't mean you're like... Being a scientist doesn't mean that you're not a dumbass. Like, being a scientist means you've memorized... Like, you're good at, like, a specific handful of things really well.
So a lot of, like, the most, like, vocally in support of trans people, like, figureheads I've seen are scientists. So, like, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Adam Savage was like, he was supportive of trans people and stuff. So
I know, but I'm saying how many bargain basement STEM assholes are like not though.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a big enough sample size for this. I just know there's like famous science people are good about trans people. And that science, like, is in support of trans people, obviously, because, like, why wouldn't it be? Because, like, science doesn't... It would make no sense for science to somehow be against trans people, because science doesn't, like, to try to disprove something, it just looks at things that exist, and trans people clearly exist. So all science could do with trans people is just, like, study, like, what, like, leads to being trans or whatever, or stuff like that, you know? Like, it would never,
I'm
of
sorry
which
to
there are
say...
very many things, by the way.
I just
it's
asked
like, pretty much
myself the
different for
question,
everybody.
Does Sandy appear to be a emotionally intelligent person, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going back to the clip of her going to a Halloween party as a goldfish in a bowl. I'm thinking, like, nah, she's a fucking clown. Never.
I remember, I liked that joke because everybody was confused. They're like, what is this supposed to be, Sandy? And, like, nobody understood.
I love the edit where Squidward punches her immediately afterward. Okay, there are
As
two
if it was really
SpongeBob
offensive.
There are two SpongeBob edits that should have just been in the show. The first one is Squidward punching Sandy. The second one is the one where... The second one is Squidward looking at the empty tray and going, SpongeBob, where's my order? And SpongeBob's like, did you check under the tray? He like, lifts it, he's like, oh, sorry. And it's just there. The burger under the tray. That's like so much funnier than like the actual episode
Where he looks
where
and
like
they're
there's
not
nothing there.
And
Yeah.
SpongeBob's just a dumbass.
It's just because I love the idea. I love like jokes that like exist on like the idea of surreal normality. Because the joke in the original is that Squidward is willing to check under the tray at all, even though they obviously
And
won't
then
be
realizes,
there, right?
wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but I prefer the one where that's just a reasonable thing to ask. People just put stuff under trays. It's just an accepted part of this universe.
And they could have played it off the same way where Squidward still thinks it's weird that they're there. He's like, wait, what?
But you see, that was only. You see, the thing is, though, that episode was about a horse, so it had to be bad.
Was that about a horse?
Yeah, it's about a horse. SpongeBob gets
Oh
a
yeah,
horse.
no, it was a seahorse. It's
Same
not
thing.
really. No, seahorses
Well,
aren't really a horse.
It's a show about being in the ocean. I don't have to clarify that it's a seahorse.
You do have to, because sometimes
Yes,
there's an
I
episode
know.
where there's a cat.
Well, okay.
There's Sandy.
Do I have to clarify that
There's a
Mr.
gorilla.
Krabs is not a land crab?
Well, crabs are more often in the water, so you would have to. If he was a land crab, you would have to specify that he's a land crab. But horses are more often not in the water, and also a seahorse isn't actually a horse; it's a fish.
Well, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a claim here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In the narrative, this horse is a horse. In the same way that SpongeBob is not a filter feeder, he is an employee of a restaurant.
He's a kitchen sponge.
Narratively, SpongeBob has got a horse, because this thing acts like a horse.
Narratively, my ass has a horse.
Well, that's it. I'm leaving you. Goodbye. I can't be with somebody whose ass is a horse.
This really be like horse, parentheses, derogatory.
Hate horses. They're just these big, disgusting, fucking awful, fucking abominations. Big, lumpy, veiny meat sacks on fucking toothpick finger legs.
Oh.
And then they have the stupid tails that are just like... They're just hair. The tail is like almost entirely hair. And they fucking have the
Well, you don't have a tail at all, so you're not one to talk.
They have huge fucking eyelashes, and their nose looks like a second set of eyes. And their teeth always are gross, and they make awful noises. They kick.
Yeah, but I saw a funny video where a horse just eats all a fruit roll up all in one go the other day.
If their legs break, they basically never heal, and you just have to kill them at that point. They have fingernail shoes. That's bad as well.
All animals in the group that horses are in walk on their toes.
Yeah, they're all bad.
Right.
I think you're underestimating the amount of animal hatred within me.
Oh. So if I had ended up becoming a horse girl, you wouldn't have dated me.
Yes,
Like
I
one of
would
those
have
girls who's like
been
really into
gone
horses and
so
riding
quickly.
horses and everything.
Wait, riding horses?
Yeah.
Oh no! I thought you meant like
No.
a centaur.
Yeah, I realized when I said that, I was like, oh, you're gonna think I mean like a girl who is a horse. No, I mean girls who like horses.
Do you know a fun fact? I used to do horse riding as a child.
Oh shit. And this is
Yeah.
this is the backstory to why you hate horses.
No. I just like over time. Like the thing is I wasn't really into the horse riding thing. It was just something I was sent to do. And just over time after the fact, I've just been like, God, horses just have nothing of value. What's my opinion on Pegasus? It's just It's just like if a horse is like just a standard Mario enemy, this is just the one where you clip the wings on in Mario Maker. That's all a Pegasus is.
What about a unicorn?
That's just. It's just, you know how in Paper Mario you've got the spiny Goombas you can't jump on? That's just what a unicorn is.
That's just as she was traumatized because a horse pooped in front of her one time.
Did you know that, like, engineers have been studying horse anuses because they're apparently, like, a really good case study of, like, a valve that can release a material without staining itself with any? Or something? I think I remember reading that somewhere.
I remember you telling me about this.
I'm sorry, Sham.
I
would swap.
lived in the forest all my life, basically.
If I could swap histories with you in that regard, I would. I've grown up. Like, it's not like in the UK. There's nowhere that's far from civilization, right? It's not properly out in the country the way you get in other places, but like, there's a farm literally across the road.
There's farm within biking distance from where I live.
If you point in any direction, pretty much, and just keep walking in that direction through buildings and stuff, you will hit a field within 10 minutes.
Wow. I should try biking out to where the farmland is sometime. We have zoning laws. I've talked about this before. We have zoning laws here that make sure that farmland exists. Like there's land that's designated, this land has to be farmland. So that way it can't get bought out by like corporations and turned into like housing or shops or something instead of farmland.
Imagine if they instead made a law where corporations are allowed to buy that land. But then the CEO gets their face pummeled until they die.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be interesting? Like, you would go wonder, like, how many of them would just go and buy the land anyway? Would they, like, try and get through this, like, get out of it somehow? Would they be, like, hiring bodyguards and shit? I don't know. I think that'd just be interesting world building. You know those people who make all the TikToks that are just, like, high-concept world building scenarios?
No.
Like...
What?
This is a world where everybody only has so many hours they can see for a year, and you can transfer the hours if you want. Oh, this is the world where everybody has a symbol on them which shows
These are just
something
teen dystopia novels.
Yeah, it's just teen dystopia. It's just this weird thing where it's like teen dystopias are just always about you get to a certain age and then there's a thing about you which determines your place in society, and that's all of them.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a stand-in for, like, grades. That's just what it always is. Oh.
We've had a lot of viewers today, it's been really nice.
Oh yeah, we've got 11 at the minute. Hello, 11 people!
Because I didn't have very many at all on Friday. It was disappointing. We had like a maximum of like 3. It was like, oh. I guess everybody was busy or something.
What day was that again?
Friday.
Wait, I think that might have been... No, yeah, I don't know what it could have been. Saturday there was a football match on.
I thought it was just because nobody wants to watch just me.
That's not the case.
Everybody comes over when you or Arrow are here. Because you're the big headliners.
We are not the fucking headliners, though!
I got creatures. But we had plenty of people here for just me earlier. But, I thought maybe it was just because of the promise of BIS later. And everybody wanted to be here to see you.
That's not... No. I am entirely superfluous. Oh, apparently yesterday Shan's flatmate had their birthday. Went outside and watched a frog orgy, then played Mario Kart.
Yeah, I saw you posting about the frogs, Sham.
Sometimes we get frogs in my garden and it always pisses me off. I hate frogs.
I managed to get you to hate them less, though, because you had some weird misconceptions about them that were reasons why you hated them. And I was like, no, Bis, what are you talking about?
Now I just hate them because they're gross and ugly.
Thanks.
Which is like, it's an improvement. Now my reasons for hating them are just shallow, as opposed to having the big depths they had before.
Okay.
Yeah, I learnt frogs don't have rib cages. It explains why they're so... Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, they spend a lot of time in the water. They probably wouldn't need as much support. Their chest is always against the ground anyway.
Fish have ribs, but not rib cages. They're just sort of like vertical.
I actually watched an interesting YouTube video recently that was about, like, a creative...
did you know... Oh, wait, one thing I want to mention first is, did you know that a turtle's shell is its rib cage?
Yeah, I unfortunately know that.
Bursting through its body, basically, and encapsulating it.
Oh, thank you, Shan. I love you too. But, I was saying, like, I watched a speculative biology video that was, like, somebody's, like, AU with amphibians became the main land animals.
Video. You watched it because I sent it to you.
Yeah, and it was really nice.
Yeah, that was really cool.
In fact, I think it might have been
the ones that were covered with foam bubbles that they produced.
Those felt like a Pokemon. Little Pokemon.
Because it's interesting to think about, because, like, that could have been reality, you know? There wasn't really any particular reason why...
Wait.
Like, other vertebrates are the ones that took over land.
Wait, Addo, you
Amphibians could have
being
done
a
it.
frog girl because of the licking thing? Oh!
Yeah, Sasha likes licking stuff.
No, you mean the stretchy tongue. I thought Addo meant that she wanted to have drug skin.
No.
I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
No, Sasha likes doing the licking.
Okay, gotcha.
This character's not as good as the one I'm playing as, but it's like, she's almost as good.
Licks poison Luty.
So I'm gonna stick with the one I got. I don't think there's gonna be a better character for me than this one. Back to Origins. Everybody's been very amused by the Elena jump scare post I made.
It's great. Also, it's my idea, by the way, so everybody should subscribe to me.
Oh yes, so... Okay, so the images are here now. Bis, do you want to explain the reasoning behind this kind?
Okay, put both of them on screen.
I'm just gonna put this one first.
Also,
so we said kind says every... No, you didn't send me that.
Oh, 1 second, I'll go in now.
Kind says every swear word ever.
Kind says all of them.
Yeah.
Even the ones that you're not allowed to know.
The cognito hazard ones.
The cognito!
Like asshole, but with 4 asterisks instead of 2.
When will somebody make an SCP that's just a swear word?
Oh
okay, so here's the context, right? Is that Addo made a fucking tier list for Kirby characters swearing, right?
Yeah.
And it's mostly pretty agreeable. I have some key I have some key differences of opinion, but I'll leave them now. I'll leave them behind for the sake of being reasonable. We had Kine has said every swear word ever, right? And I had this very vivid mental image that at this point Kine is like... He's like down on his luck, right? Like he lives in some shitty house somewhere that was probably originally like a crack den or something that Hearth burnt down. And he has like he has like a patio. and he just stands on his patio with like a beer bottle in one hand, like a ciggy in his mouth, and he just looks out. He looks out into the street, and he's just like, fucking weird, fucking joke, isn't it? My fucking life's a fucking joke, fucking bastarding waste of fucking time, isn't it? Why do I even fucking bother? Like he just hates existence.
Yeah.
just if you talk to him, you will hear every swear word over about 10 minutes. Because he cannot express the anguish he feels
In any other way.
Yeah. I actually.
So then this was your visual for that.
Yeah, and then I think somebody
Sasha's
brought the idea
visual.
of having. Somebody had an idea of like kind of having a bite taken out of him
Yeah,
because
he's a sunfish, and that happens to sunfish.
I feel like kind being kind of pathetic works because sunfishes are just these gross giant tumors of no value, and I hate all of them.
And then there's Sasha decided to have exposed brain with the bite.
The bite of 87.
I'm getting that out of here. I hate that.
I can't believe Kyan was the victim of the bite of 87.
Yeah, there
Oh
you
my
go.
god. I love that we both agree entirely on that, Sham. There are two kinds of people with ocean sunfish. Ew, they're just big floating tumors. And, oh shit, that's just a big floating tuber, man, look at it. I do hate exposed brain. It's like one of my least favorite things ever. It like viscerally upsets me. It feels like it's desecrating something sacred to expose somebody's brain.
Wow. What if they're having surgery done?
I mean, obviously that's different. It's like, you know what? Like, imagine somebody ripped my like abdomen open and all my organs fell out, right?
Uh-huh.
It'd be gross, but at least I'd die as me, you know? I'd die with dignity. If it was brain, then that's like... Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna leave this now, sorry. I know it's gross.
Sometimes Bis doesn't know when to stop. Ah! Do 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 do. I gotta get up there. The little whistly sounds in this song bother me for some reason.
Let me listen.
Just don't like the tone of them. I switched to low latency mode for my stream the other day. Has that been like okay for everybody? I haven't seen any issues on my end. Like it's been normal. I didn't realize I had it turned off. Because apparently it's on by default. Low latency mode. So I had it turned off at some point.
Wouldn't low
It
latency
seems to have been
mode,
working
like,
because
lower
like
the
when
bitrate or something?
No, it's supposed to not do anything.
Wait.
The only reason you turn it off is if you were experiencing issue with it.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess it's on by default. Because when I was checking my... When I was checking my audio earlier, I was like, oh gee, yeah, I think it's working, because, like, I was just hearing myself, like, a second after I would say it.
Do you ever think about how these little puzzle rooms are very Kirby-ian?
Yeah. The idea of low latency mode is it makes it easier to, interact directly with your viewers. Ah! I was reminded because Sasha was saying, "Curse you, internet," because she was having issues with it. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I've turned on low latency mode. I hope that's mostly working for everybody." There you go. Yeah, I knew you were at the store, Sasha.
Imagine going to the store with Sasha.
That would happen. That would be really good, because she's my girlfriend.
Wait, it'd be really good for what?
Did you say imagine going to the store, but with Sasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great, because she's my girlfriend.
So because she's your girlfriend, you want to see her, like, get stuck on a staircase? Oh wait, that's going to the store too, actually, never mind.
Oh, that's
or
what
is it
you're
called
talking
returning
about.
from the store? You know, the video
about
with
going to the store. The second one is called Late for Meeting. I may have made a few mistakes in a few places here. Did you know that that song from that video is from the 1950s? Like, it was like really... The person who made that was really ahead of his time with doing electronic music.
Oh, that is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's just some like the earliest synthesized music.
Can I just say that there was a person who took going to the store and just re-uploaded it with that one song. It's like... Yeah, the one where it's like the music video is somebody playing a piano that's driving down the road.
Oh.
That one. And like it had to be taken down because it was just stealing a video and putting new music over it. I still think that song like kind of works better, honestly.
That's the one that people always say is white girl music.
Really?
Yeah.
It probably
That's the
is.
white girl song. Why does the magician say Navasa?
It's his favorite football team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not the New England.
No, say the name properly without laughing.
I can't, I'm sorry.
It had a different meaning when they named it, okay? It's just a name that hasn't aged well. Like, 1 second, when were they established? Let me look this up. Yeah, they were like founded back in like the 1910s or whatever. And back then, you know, it's the same way that there's that one like Marvel comic where it's like Joker does big boner and it means it as in like a social faux pas. Yeah.
Marvel? The Joker?
Yeah. Yeah. They're the same fucking thing. Who gives a shit?
Oh, okay. The Joker is the same as Marvel, yes.
No, they are the exact same thing.
Joker and all of Marvel are the same.
No, Marvel and DC are the same. They have the same story. They have like basically identical universes.
Did you know
with
sometimes
characters that are analogous?
Did you know that there's like in Marvel there's like a villain team that they made that's just that's basically just the Justice League?
Yeah, I know.
I think there's the reverse of that in DC sometimes, where they make villains that are the heroes in Marvel.
Did you know that Marvel and DC apparently own a collective trademark on the word superhero? If two companies share a trademark, then as far as I'm concerned, they're the same thing.
Wow.
I might actually have to look up a source on that though before I just go around.
Or there's
saying
the
it.
early Spider-Man comic where they accidentally called him Superman in one panel.
I think superhero stuff, like, I have a respect for it, but like, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm done with it, but like, but I don't know. It's like, honestly, like, as nerd stuff becomes mainstream, there was always gonna be something that became the biggest and most obnoxious thing, right? And whatever it was gonna suck. It was gonna become boring, and we're gonna be sick of it. The only superhero I kind of like sometimes is Spider-Man. And then occasionally I like hearing summaries of some of the more interesting comics. Because like sometimes like...
I like Doctor Strange. I've read a lot of Doctor Strange comics.
I know nothing about Doctor Strange except for he does magic. What's interesting about him?
I just know that was Jack Kirby stuff primarily. Like that was his thing. Jack Kirby likes to do weird stuff. That's the main draw of Doctor Strange, is not Doctor Strange himself, but just all the weird bullshit that they did in that. All the weird character names and everything.
Doctor Strange's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. Doctor Strange was really unique and interesting.
Oh, cool. I always like hearing about some of the weird high concept stuff they do with like comics eventually, or with like certain characters eventually. Like there's that AU version of Superman who grew up in the USSR and is like still a good guy regardless. Because it's such a good like example of how like AUs can be used to tell you things about characters.
I just love
the fact that Superman is still...
I was gonna say, when talking to you about stuff... Oh, you continue?
I was just gonna say, the fact that like Superman ends up being a good guy and using his powers to do the right thing regardless of where he's born, it feels like a very intentional story concept. Intentionally being like, Superman represents what should be American ideals, because American ideals are good, not because just living here made him a good guy. Or, you get my idea, right?
Yeah, also, I was gonna say, sorry, I just, like, I both get excited to say the thing I want to say, and I think you're finished. But then you continue talking, and I'm like, oops.
I need to breathe sometimes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was gonna say, I love telling you about the Watcher and about Galactus. Your reactions to those were really funny.
Galactus needs to die. They need to a story where Galactus gets his head out of his ass and just dies. I feel because it's this stupid bullshit where like, oh well, he has to eat. No, he doesn't. What does he live for? What's his purpose beyond living? He's just a bear. He's just a big fucking amassment of garbage that just exists for the sake of existing. This always
brings it back around to the animal hate.
If all I had, if my existence just comprised floating in the void and making people suffer and die in huge climactic tragedies, I would shove my head in a black hole before you knew it. It would, because there's no point living at that point. Like, he lives just to make people suffer. I hope he, honestly,
well, it's
I
really
feel like...
tasty, apparently.
Who fucking cares?
It's really good.
Fuck off.
So he got tired of when the Silver Surfer was trying to bring him just to planets that didn't have intelligent life. He just like he was like, this isn't good enough. So he had to like force him to try and bring him to the places he wanted to go to.
Well, Galactus has a moral responsibility to die.
He's like, these are the tasty planets.
Like, you know what, right? Like, I could literally see Galactus get slowly ripped piece from piece while screaming for his mum, and I wouldn't feel bad. I'd be like, well, this is bad. Like, you didn't do the right thing and just starve. This is what you get. And I wouldn't care, and people would be like, oh, he's got to eat, he's just a life form like the rest. And I'm like, no, he was a conscious NC, responsible and for his own actions, and he chose to maintain an existence which can only gain any fucking, like, anything, and only continue via the suffering of other sentient beings, which honestly have more interesting and worthwhile existences than he does. He should just die. There is no, like, moral complexity. There is no ambiguity. If you try and put any in, you're a buffoon.
I always just love the Watcher because his thing is like, oh, I can only watch, I can never interfere, but the story is always like, but this time he does interfere. Pretty much every story he's in, it's like, he eventually gives in and does something.
Well, the problem is that he wouldn't be in the story. All the times he doesn't do anything, he doesn't turn up, so you don't see him.
It's just kind of funny though, you know?
Oh yeah, I've heard of his death in the Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies is interesting because it's like... It's just,
so weird.
It's like actually... It's interesting how it's like a zombie...
collection of Marvel Zombies because it's just how like bonkers it is.
I think it really shows how weirdly overpowered the main characters and superhero things are. Where it's like, if you just get like the main Marvel like characters and turn them into zombies, then they will literally just eat the entire universe. Just everything will fall. Because fucking Green Guy, Suitman, Spoder, etc. They're just like the deciders of all things in reality. If they want to like eat all of reality and then go to the next one, they will.
I love that one scene in Marvel Zombies where Spider-Man's death by the Sandman.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's so fucking silly.
I hate it. It's viscerally upsetting.
I just love the clean bones that somehow are produced.
Okay.
And it's just like two of them.
They can't show more than that.
I know, but it's still so funny.
I love how, it's so fucking upsetting.
There's so many ridiculous things, like zombie Spider-Man, instead of shooting webs, he shoots his veins out.
Oh,
like, it's just, so what? How did people come up with this? It's incredible.
I feel like American comic books are just a space where, like, there's an understanding that every franchise will go on for, like, 65 million years. People just... They just do any old shit.
I love it.
Yeah. At some point, I maybe want to go and, like, read some choice examples from the old Sonic comics, like the Archie ones. Aww, hug Sham, if that's okay. Hug. Because, like, the old Sonic comics, like, obviously there's a lot of stuff that's terrible in them, right? But also, like, just... I don't know, there's all... Like, I don't know.
Stop shooting me!
Like, there's also some value to, like...
And I
the
have
fact
this
that people
thing,
were
so...
just pulling shit out their ass. I wouldn't want it to be like that again. I'm so glad that we're on IDW now, and the comics are just actual Sonic comics.
And they're canonical. But I missed that teensy. I had many opportunities to hit that. I also give hug to Sham, by the way. And good. And good hug.
Honestly, if Sham was in my vicinity, I would pass them a twirl. Yeah, like a twirl. It's like 2 chocolate bars in one packaging.
Oh, you mean a Kit Kat?
No. 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 There's only one Kit Kat in the package. It's just that it's segmented. You're thinking of a Twix.
I'm thinking of a Kit Kat.
No, you're fucking not!
Thinking of a Kit Kat? Yeah, I also thought you would do a spin for Sham.
Wait, do a spin? No. I would also do a... I don't have any clothes that would complement a spin at the minute. I don't have anything flowing.
Neither do I.
Honestly,
I'm
like...
thinking about getting a skirt next month, though.
Oh, cool.
Because there's one I found that's kind of my aesthetic. Because I'm not that interested in skirts or dresses, but this one was my aesthetic, so I'm kind of obligated to have it.
Honestly, like, basically none of my clothes from before the pandemic fit me anymore, so, like, I have no sense, no wardrobe, and no fashion sense, and no nothing.
I need to,
like, start from the beginning and, like, build myself back up at some point. Go on.
Next month I'm probably gonna get the shoes I want, too. Converse.
Oh, cool.
Get my black Converse.
Why is
the game chugging?
Because this ugly fucking frog.
There's no reason for the game to chug here.
God, these games aren't very good at bosses, I think. I don't like the things they have produced. Like, I think even maybe they know that. Because the amount of times they have to give you the shoot power-up just to have the boss, like... Just to have, like, interesting boss fight mechanics. I don't know.
This is very Rabbids core stuff happening right here. Oh man! My sibling has platform Converse that were apparently like $80.
Oh.
The ones I'm getting are more like $50, so much more affordable. I'm just gonna forfeit this.
Hey Lena, what's your top 10 favorite games of interesting bosses? Or like
Cuphead? Is that too easy? Because that's like all bosses.
That makes sense. Cuphead's good. Cuphead's a really good example of like...
I liked the bosses in Cave Story.
Dodge-centric. Cave Story? Oh, Cave Story. That makes sense, so... I think for me, it's like... Metal Gear Rising...
oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, that's the game that's kind of mostly boss fights.
Yeah. Most modern Kirby goes in there as well. Spark, which is basically kind of just a similar thought.
I don't like Kirby bosses just because I dread the arena every time.
Hmm. Oh,
I've always finished those, but they take freaking forever.
I
just like, wish they weren't.
I think I like how Kirby games, they're like incredibly breezy most of the way through, and then the like proper like boss rush at the end is like a nightmare. I've still got to go back and beat the true arena in Robobot. The fact that I still
don't like Pyribbit. I never understood the Pyribbit hate.
Well, they're a frog for one, so they deserve it.
I always thought he was funny.
I got the sense that Mecha Krakow from Squeak Squad was terrible.
I barely remember that one.
Apparently, if you're doing them powerless, they're like nearly impossible. And I think not accounting for that like possibility is like kind of shit.
Yeah, but if you do Pyribbit good enough, then he spends very little time off screen stalling the battle.
I don't know. Whatever.
See, in Kirby Clash, this is why you bring 2 beam mages. So you can just time stop as many times as you possibly can when he's there.
Oh, I fucking hate the Kirby Clash games. Because they take what I think are really fucking good boss fights, and then just... What if every single one of them took forever? And there was like 12 different versions of them in slightly different colors.
But when you get good at it and or level up, then they only take like 2 seconds.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's just... I feel like they're... the fact of the matter is just like... The entire like level system is like calibrated around trying to get you to spend money though, so it's like not...
Yeah, but I didn't.
I know you didn't, and I'm very proud of you, but I'm just explaining why.
Well, on the other hand, though, if you spend like $15, then it just kind of, then you don't have to spend any more. Just especially on the new
Yeah, but
one,
then-
which at that
yeah,
point
but
you
then-
basically just bought the game.
Well, at that point you've bought a game which is just recycled bosses, but then you have to fight each one of them 5 times in different colors, and then...
I like that!
What was that?
I like that.
That's fine,
like-
it's just out.
It's nice. There you go.
The only thing good about Kirby Clash for me is just that, like, we got to have more Tyranza.
What I thought you
That
were
was
gonna say
nice.
is that it's non-canon,
Oh. I mean...
that you can ignore it. That's what you were saying the other day when I told you it was non-canon.
Yeah, it's pretty good that it's not
Fucking
canon.
hell.
How would you feel if one day I stole the Project Arthur Grey Area and I released Grey
No.
Area Clash?
No.
It's just every boss from Grey Area except they have like 500 HP.
There's only 3 bosses.
What was that?
There's only 3 bosses.
Yeah, well, we get all 3 of them, we make 5 versions, and then we advertise it as having 15 bosses.
Oh.
Then there's like one original one, which is like some fucking...
It's marshmallow.
Like, I was literally gonna say marshmallow. Just something that's like a fan pleaser.
It's weird to think I have fans. Especially with how small the community is.
Hmm.
People seem to think I'm entertaining for some reason, so... That's good. I'll take it. I
Just
strive to be
park-
entertaining.
Just park your bike somewhere that doesn't have like a fucking bottleneck, you fucking clown. None of these buffoons ever learn.
I finally got to go out on my bike again yesterday. I hadn't for like a month because my tire was flat, so that was nice. I got a little bit more winded than usual. I could tell I hadn't been out in a month, but... Next time, I should do better.
It's interesting how between worlds this planet rotates just enough, you know?
Or your trajectory is off by just enough.
Well, that couldn't happen because otherwise, how would they go around the back?
Gravity.
But when they were shot hard enough to, no way, no way.
This is my least favorite music stage. It's just kind of boring.
Which song is this one again?
Made up classical song.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, that's pretty.
Not even like a well-known classical song or something, they just made up a song. As one might make up a guy, they made up a song.
Can I just bring up my favorite anecdote about classical music again?
Yeah.
The time that I was at, like, McDonald's used to, like, play classical music past, like, I think about 8 PM to try and discourage teenagers from hanging around in the building late.
Oh. Instead, you're just
So-
gonna produce a generation who loves classical music.
Well, you see, well, they're bad midis of classical music, I'm pretty sure, like, bad, or just, like, uninteresting
Well, then you're gonna
recordings.
discourage everybody from coming in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, good. But, I remember, like, just one time it was,
Let's
like,
try
at
that
10
again.
PM, and I just saw a teenager walk out of the toilets, right? And they were like, ugh, it fucking sounds like Harry Potter in there. It's just so funny. It's just so good. Oh.
Have you ever heard about the thing where places will play like a really high-pitched sound to discourage younger people from being there? Because as you get older, your hearing range gets smaller, and so older people can't hear the tone.
I think it would be better if they just made it so that, like, somebody in the restaurant has to assign you a seat. and people who are common troublemakers get put at like this like
The one that
it's
has
just-
ants?
no, no, like some kind of area where there's just like a plastic floor, and then like some chair and table shaped lumps on the plastic floor, and then at the end of the night, an automatic system just like of pumps in the ceiling just jet washes downwards. That's the fucking dirty bugger section. That's for people who don't fucking clean up after themselves. It's the big pen.
My sibling said that they went to McDonald's with friends fairly recently, and they got 100 chicken nuggets.
Oh, you know what? One of the most interesting, like, sometimes I get tempted to like start learning linguistic stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Because one of the most interesting differences in pronunciation I found, right, is accents where people say nuggets, right?
Uh-huh. Nuggets.
Accents where people say nuggets, and accents where people say nuggets.
So I say nuggets.
Nuggets. I think I say nuggets as well. I think that might be just because...
Lucky tickets.
I think my family accent would say nuggets. And then also I hang out with Americans who all I think just say nuggets. Or the I.
Nugget. Chicken
The what-
nugget. Shan says nuggies. Chicken
No!
nuggies.
I has a weird aura to it, nuggies.
What if I gave you a noogie?
Then I would retaliate. And I would flatten you against the wall.
I would be, a squished zombie.
A squamby.
Abersquamby and Finch.
Oh.
Now that I'm a zombie, I'm good at jump scares, so the Elena jump scare makes sense.
If I had as much free time as I used to do, I would get the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 background and animate you lunging out the darkness.
So I think we have enough DCs to continue Olympus Maximus now.
Shan says, in this household we say nuggies and chalky milk. Oh, do you remember that old image of like the weirdly drawn spider being like, here's some chalky milk because you're awesome?
I just think of the G-Man saying that.
Oh.
Here's some Dunky Donuts, cause you're epic. And the G-Man says that. Ah! I don't know if I'm
need
just
to
biased towards Rayman Origins, but a lot of the music in this game is just not nearly as memorable to me as Rayman Origins music. Also, it's playing a different song every time I play this level. That's interesting. Or at least different parts of the song.
Bread cakes?
Is the song continuing?
Oh, you mean
even
bread
when
cakes as in the
I don't
like
hear it?
bun bat bread cake thing?
Interesting.
Hey Elena,
Yeah?
if you got like, I want you to imagine like a burger bun, but it's in one piece, right? The bottom and top part. Right? If you got a 4-pack of those, what would you call them?
4-pack of what?
Okay, so you know, imagine a burger bun. It has top and
Okay.
bottom, right?
Yeah.
If you bought one of those, right, and it wasn't like cut in the middle already, right?
Uh-huh.
What would you call it?
Oh, a bun?
Okay. Because I think that's one of the things where people get like disagreements. Because some people call that a bat.
A bap?
Yeah, bat.
I've never seen an uncut bun, so I wouldn't.
And
I would just call it a bun.
I think that's the reason why like baps became like a byword for boobs. Is it's roughly the same shape, kind of.
I got big baps. Okay, I like these vocals. I'm a sucker for vocals and songs that go, oh, damn, I keep losing it right at the end there. I look like a badass for most of this level, until the very end.
Wait. For a second then I thought you were talking about hypothetical, Sham. Is English the world language?
I think more people speak like Chinese and Spanish than English throughout the world. If I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that though, I don't remember exactly. Frickin' fricks. I feel like maybe I've been playing up my frustration too much lately because people are like, oh my god, I can't believe Elena hates this thing. It's like, no, I'm just being silly.
I can't believe Elena fucking despises Rayman Legends. Hey Elena, can I ask you a weird question?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a discourse on Twitter at the minute about whether Sonic Heroes is an adventure game or not.
Oh. I think I saw a little bit of about that, because there was people saying, no, Sonic 06 is Sonic Adventure 3. Well, I liked Sonic Heroes a lot more, like I clicked with it a lot better than I did with either of the adventure games, so I feel like that says something about the differences.
I think it's a really interesting Rorschach test, because like, it's narrative structure.
I always expect I need to stay there for a second, but really I need to hit the button immediately. This time I'll keep that in mind, and we'll do that.
Because there's so much about Heroes that could be described as adventure-like, and then also so much that isn't. I think for me the clincher is just that it has the same underlying, like, basic player movement systems. Like, so similar that, like, people can just port stats from one game to another, you know?
Uh-huh.
And when you've got, like, underlying stuff like that going on, also the fact that it's, like, kind of a
Sorry, I didn't catch any of what you just said because I was focused on the level. I just realized. Oh,
okay, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Sorry. I just realized I'm sitting here listening to you talk and I'm like, wait a minute, I have no idea what Bis is talking about. I just lost, like, a minute.
I'm glad you know English as well, Sham. I'm glad I've been able to communicate with you.
There we go. Alright, we're cool.
Hey, what was I saying? Yeah, I was just saying it was interesting. Because it's like, you even get people some people who say, well, obviously it's like story isn't like formatted the same way. Because it isn't like it isn't as cutscene centric and there isn't as much like story events stringing together levels. But then you get other people saying that actually does have like a similar story structure in so much as you have several playthroughs you have to do that give you different contextual information. And then one which like finishes, I don't know, it's just interesting.
This one's almost exactly the same as what I have now, but without the skull aesthetic, so... yeah, I think mine's still better. I still gotta stick with this one. Peppa Pig got banned in China? For being gangster?
It's not that the show was gangster, it's I think gangs use Peppa Pig as a symbol or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different context. What a choice. Isn't there like a similar thing with like people using Manny from Diary of a Wimpy Kid as like a symbol?
I thought you meant from Ice Age for a second.
No.
Oh,
I don't remember what it was a symbol for.
I would fucking die if I saw fucking gangsters having like Ice Age mammoth tattoos. It'd be great.
It is extremely hilarious to me that there's gangsters getting tattoos of Peppa Pig. Of all things. That's beautiful. I love that they've decided the solution to that is to ban the show. Like, yeah, I'm sure that'll make a difference.
It's kind of pathetic. They just see something that scares them and they're just like... They lash out. They lash out because they know that, like... the situation, like... The level of control they have over people is something that is fundamentally, like, you know, you let cracks in that form, and eventually people are going to come for your head. So they're very afraid.
Oh, I think I remember liking this level. I like the ones that you can kind of just flow through. They feel very satisfying. I'm glad not every level is like that, though, because eventually you feel like you're not even really playing a game. Because, like, the game plays itself a bit. If it's, like, too flowy, you know?
No, I don't really understand that.
If you flow too seamlessly through it, it just feels like I'm not even playing. It's like the level, like it brings you through the level itself.
I mean, it still requires your interaction to work.
Yeah, but it just feels like less than otherwise, you know? I feel like I'm not really putting much thought into it.
I guess at that point, maybe what I'd say is at that point the level design is giving you such clear instruction that, like, you don't feel expressive in any way. You know?
Mm. Yeah, it's
like
just
the
what the
only
level... It's just how the level wants to be played, as opposed to how I want to play the level.
Yeah, which is why I hate Kirby's Blow Up Blast, coincidentally.
Well, yeah, but that one you have to put thought into it. You have to, like, strategize.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I think for
out.
me, for me, I think it doesn't matter. Like,
my issue is just is the game doesn't make me think.
Hmm.
Oh, so you got. Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Telling porgies. See what you did there. It's the pig.
Well, that was not great. Damn, how you do this?
I think I might be going to somebody's birthday party in like a month.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of like stressed because, like, I don't know, like.
So that thing rolls around.
I felt like a bit of a mess, like, even before the pandemic started, and now I'm just like mess central. It seems weird to be once again around people and stuff. I don't know.
I made good use of just staying in the house and everything to then start transitioning and everything, so that by the time I am going out and doing stuff again, now I look how I want to and everything.
Yeah. You see, that's the difference, is that you did the smart thing, and I did actively the most stupid and self-destructive thing possible.
Oh.
Yeah. Part of me is wondering, though, like, but don't worry, I'll be fine. I think just, like, I just have to get over, like, the mild self-consciousness. It's probably better in the long run to, like, go out there and, like, have some fun. Because it's like, if you live a life of, like, having no fun, it's probably going to be harder to do to, like, resolve other things anyway.
And you said if this goes well, it would give you more confidence in coming over to see me, too.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy to see you whoever you are, but if it's for your sake, then that's fine.
It's kind of cool how there's like a moon made of really hot iron here. I like that.
Yeah, well, I would like you if you were made of hot iron.
Iron's pretty heavy.
Oh. Okay.
I prefer to be made of hot aluminium.
What if you were just an aluminum ball?
Would you hit me with a hammer for 4 hours?
Perhaps.
Hot. I don't know. Iron, it's like... I'm gonna be really honest here, right? I've been trying for like my own world building stuff to come up with like a fun interpretation of the iron weakness, but I just kind of can't come up with anything interesting.
Timing pad there. Now you've got me thinking about Sonic Heroes, because I enjoyed that game a lot. How much did you like it on when you replayed it, Bis?
The first playthrough, I think
because I know you didn't end up liking Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog, although I liked that one's too.
So the reason I like Sonic Heroes, right, is that thanks to sharing its like basic player movement stuff with SA2, and thanks to like the team mechanic, it has the thing that I fundamentally like the most in Sonic,
which is
like
the player movement, because it felt...
Yeah, it does.
I clicked with it really easily, and I never did with Sonic Adventure.
Well, you see, the thing is, right, is the thing is just that the player stats are different, right? But like it's the same like logic underpinning it. So like in SA2, right, there's a character in multiplayer called it's like Metal Sonic, right? And Metal Sonic is like Sonic, but like way faster and way lighter, right? And kind of actively hard to control almost. The speed characters in Heroes play on the ground kind of like Metal Sonic because they're just the same logic but with way more speed, right? And keep in mind, I'm very familiar with SA2. Like, I've played SA2 with like a load of mods, different and stuff. So like, you know, I'm used to it.
This part's making me think, so this is good, by the way.
Oh, cool. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, like Heroes is like the same underpinnings. Like in interviews, they've talked about that. Modders have been able to, swap character stats from that and between the adventure games and stuff. But also, I like the team system because the thing is, if you're just doing what the signs tell you, it's not that interesting. But there's room to like be smart. There's room to like play higher level and do interesting things, and sort of have your own agency. Like, you can get through most of like Seaside Hill as just Sonic, if you know that the tornado move can be used like a double jump, and if you like know that homing in with a tornado move can be used to get to places that are higher, and if you like know if you can like get level ups effectively and fight well as just Sonic, it's like you don't need to swap to the others, right? So what happens is they end up being like almost like a dynamic difficulty select, where it's like Tails is like the most secure character. If you fall off an edge, you can fly back up, right? But he's also like the slowest. And then Knuckles is like a middle ground, and then Sonic is like the high risk, high reward one.
I never knew any of the high level stuff at all, yeah. But I still enjoyed it. And
you can still do so many cool things like skipping sections
so
by doing slope jumps.
The high level Sonic movement.
At some point, I would love when I get into computer.
I'm very bad at very particular button presses and stuff like that. Like button timing. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of that involved. It's like watching things happen really quickly and timing things properly. I have bad hand-eye coordination.
Well, when I get like a new PC, I think I'm probably gonna stream Heroes on. I'm gonna stream the PC version of Heroes with like this one really good mod. So okay, so when I first played Heroes, right? For the first time since I was like, because I actually didn't like it as a child. I thought it was like a really bad sequel to SA2.
Oh.
I remember even as a little baby being like, well, this one is good like the other one. But when I played it for the first time since, becoming an adult, I didn't have a GameCube memory card handy, so I thought I'll do one playthrough, and I'll treat it like a no-save run on, like, Sonic 3 or Sonic 2 or whatever, Like, I go until, like, game over and I turn the console off. I got up to, like, literally the last section of the last act of the last zone, because I was having so much fun. I got my memory card, I did that playthrough again, and then I played the other 2 playthroughs. So I did 5 playthroughs of the base vanilla game, right?
I didn't play it quite that much, but I did play it a lot. Also, I'm excited we get to watch Sasha play Sonic Adventure tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. Also, I was gonna say before stuff, I then go on PC and there's like this fan mod that I fucking love, right? That retools the character stats to be more like Adventure 2, right? And also it like changes a lot of the balance stuff on the speed economy. Like it makes it so that the Rocket Excel is a lot stronger to compensate for your lower running speed. And that is like the definitive version for me. Like that's just what it should have fucking released as. It's so much better. So it's a game that I like had a load of fun with vanilla, but modded, it's like way up there for me. Okay, I'm done going on that, sorry.
No, it's fine, huh?
Long shot. But yeah, I'm excited for Sasha's playthrough.
I remember when I started playing Sonic Heroes, I thought the character switching was cumbersome at first, but then I quickly got used to it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
I like how when you switch between characters, it's like they can maintain stuff from the state of the previous one. So you can be like running fast as Sonic, swap to Knuckles, do a punch, and then swap back and basically lose next to no speed. That's nice. I will say though, you can tell that game was like rushed. It's like the first properly rushed Sonic game.
What feels rushed about it to you?
Like mostly the fact that like a lot of the player stats. Oh. Well, I mean, like mostly the fact that like I said, like the definitive version of it is a modded one, right? And like there's some mods I like for like the other games as well, but like none of the like SA1 and 2, I would never tell you to play them with like a mod that changed every character's stats,
Yeah.
That's like such a big retooling. Also, it's just on the record, like, I was watching a documentary recently, and they talked about how Izuka lost 20 pounds developing that game.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this. You've told me about this like 2 separate times.
Yeah, well, I'm telling the audience now.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just mentioning you've told me about it before.
But yeah, like, the director of the game was one of the only 2 people working on level design. The other person got sick halfway through development and had to leave. So, like, for the second half of the game, keep in mind the level designs vary between the 4 different playthroughs, right? So basically, like half, like I guess 3/4 of the level design work in the entire game was done by one man who was not eating as a result. Oh god.
Good evening, Funny Bug. Is that what we're calling me now?
You are pretty funny.
Oh, well.
Well, you're not.
I'm a funny zombie?
I don't know if you're a bug, though.
Well, the channel's called FlutterBug. I call myself FlutterBug sometimes. I've talked about before, my username on Twitter would be FlutterBug if it wasn't taken.
It's interesting because originally the bug in FlutterBug meant because it was like a butterfly, right? It was like the
well, my
logo
name
and
is still...
everything.
well, that's still there.
Yeah. But now also there's the bean bug, which looks like a beetle to me, which wouldn't be a bug.
get off your... What, is a butterfly a bug?
I'm looking into it.
Like, get out of here with that pedantic bullshit.
I am sorry, this is my new thing, and I'm gonna do it forever.
I hate it so much. Here I am, like a biologist at heart. I don't care what the fuck we call a bug. And then you are on this because you like being a pedantic little shit.
Butterflies and moths are not bugs.
Where did I get the username from? Well, I used to really like Fluttershy, right? So that's where the Flutter comes from originally.
Yeah.
And I kept it around because eventually I've made my name be Butterfly. So I'm named Butterfly, so it still fits. And then the FlutterBug was literally it was just me trying to come up with, okay, what's a username I can make that pays homage to Fluttershy but isn't just Fluttershy something. And I eventually came up with FlutterBug.
Aren't peanuts more closely related to peas than nuts?
Yeah, peanuts aren't actually nuts. What do you mean almonds and cashews aren't nuts? What is a nut then? Because an almond is just a seed from a tree. If that's not a nut, then what is? Almonds grow on trees. Just like acorns, or like... Is it just because they're in like a seed pod? Does a nut have to just be like free floating thing?
Free floating! You go up to like a fucking nut tree and then just hover!
They're droops? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody knows what the fuck a droop is.
God, is this how I come up when I do the bug thing?
Yes.
Never mind, everything's a bug.
I'll die on the hill of calling crabs bugs.
Oh, well, okay, you know what, at that point you're using the word bug in the same way Pokemon does.
Yeah.
Although, again, are there any
all arthropods are bugs. Pokemon? That's the hill I die on.
Bugs? Okay, so snails aren't bugs.
Snails are bugs too, actually. They're honorary bugs.
Are hummingbirds bugs?
No, those are birds.
Why are they not bugs?
Bugs have to be... It has to be an invertebrate. And it has to live in the dirt.
It has to live in the dirt.
Yeah, or on plants.
Or
something like that. They have to be small, too. Although some bugs get kind of big, but they're small relatively speaking. Like, the biggest bugs are still small compared to a person.
The biggest...
If snails go in the bug section of Blather's museum, yeah. Further proof that a snail is a bug.
So they have to be small and have no bones. Small and have
I keep
no bones
failing because there's one of these pigs I have to hit.
Is a slime mold a bug?
No.
Is a water bear a bug?
Actually, yes, because those are, I think they're arachnids.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're arthropods.
What the fuck?
They're very small, but they are arthropods.
And they have to live in dirt.
Well, sometimes they live in the water, but... like...
Well, there's dirt in the water.
Yeah. Damn. Like, I'll call a crab a bug because, you know, they live in, like, rocks and sand sometimes.
How would you feel if there was an insect with a skeleton?
Also, isopods, you know, like potato bugs and everything. Roly-polies. Those are crustaceans.
Yeah, I know that.
And people would think of those as bugs. So that's crustaceans having their foot in the door on being bugs. Having their 10 feet in the door, I guess I should say.
How would you define a dragon?
A big lizard that flies. Or breathes fire. or, I mean. Like, obviously if a dragon flies and breathes fire, it's a dragon, but...
Yo, there's a dragon, too. Oh, I gotta remember this fucking thing.
It's not an exclusive or. I do not remember, well, I remember it now, vaguely. I didn't remember it before. I didn't know what the boss was gonna be. Bosses in this game didn't stick with me very well. I remembered all the bosses from Origins, but I didn't remember any of the bosses from this game.
Would you say that Flappy from Kirby is not a dragon?
Why?
Well, because it's a bird.
Oh yeah, it's not a dragon.
It's feathered.
They turned it into a dragon, though, when it actually was in, like, a main game.
I don't think Landia is flapping.
Yes, it is. They look exactly the same. Just one has feathers and the other doesn't.
They do not look exactly the fucking same.
They look exactly the same.
They both appeared in games, because Flappy was in Air Ride as well.
I mean the main games. You are the one who argued that Air Ride is just a spin-off, so...
It is a spin-off, but also it's like, it's got its own entry on the Kirby Wiki.
Every game has an entry on the Kirby Wiki, Biz.
No, I don't mean the game, I mean Flappy is a thing, Flappy is not like a concept that got turned into Landia and never was in a product fully formed. We've seen Flappy is not a thing that turned into Landia, Flappy is a thing that was in a game. We have actual models of Flappy. We have Flappy on the wiki.
Yeah, but then it turned into Landia.
It did not turn to fucking Landia.
And the Flappy never returned. But Landia did.
Well, maybe fucking
and they look
Flappy
the same.
They do not look the
They
same.
look exactly the same.
They look nothing alike.
The little Landias. Not
just
the
because
big
they're a
three-headed
dragon
one.
with a big head? Are you
And they got the same
fucking...
eyes, and the wings, and...
Okay, that's it. I am getting images, and I am making like a comparison of the two, and we're gonna put this up to a vote. Do you understand?
Oh.
And then everybody's gonna agree with me because I'm right.
No, I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
I love Bully Maguire.
Yeah. I keep thinking about that. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye every once in a while.
Oh, I found a new Bully Maguire meme today that I need to show you later.
Well, very fitting I brought that up then. I get so impatient. I keep trying to do this, like, as fast as possible, and then I just let myself get beansed to hell and back. I need to just slow down and be more careful. Pretend this is Balos again. Remarkably similar to Balos in shape. Come to think of it.
How'd you feel if they replaced Balos with Shellos?
Imagine if they replaced Balos with peanut butter sands. Oh wait, they already did. On this stream, we love peanut butter sands.
Okay, Elaine, I hope you're ready to...
Oh yeah.
Show this image on stream.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do?
You okay? What did you do?
I died.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Oh yeah, they look exactly the same.
Show it on stream then if you're so confident.
Yeah, I'm getting it there. Look at that! These are clearly the same character. But one was redesigned into a dragon instead of a bird. They got the same eye. Same foot shape. Like, they're not... Well, I'm exaggerating by saying they're exactly the same, but I feel like you can understand how they could have derived one from the other.
I entirely disagree. Like, they've got completely different, like fucking... Flappy has, like, a very,
Well,
like,
how come I looked at
lizardy...
Flappy and I'm like, oh, that turned into Landia later? Like, why was that my immediate thought then, if they're like, not even similar?
Because you didn't have a pick.
They have the same nostril.
They both have reptilian
Dan says,
nostrils.
I feel like they are cousins. Okay, I'll concede to that. They're related. Sasha says they are the same.
Sasha, are you fucking high?
Sasha's just defending her girlfriend, I think.
I think the main similarity is just the foot shape, and that's fair. That's fair. I feel like this is just the natural way you add like talons to like a Kirby design. Is you just have one.
Oh,
fat
it still counted
toe.
me as having beaten the boss, thankfully. Where do I go from here? Do I just wait?
Okay, the poll so far is 2 no, 1 yes.
Am I supposed to stay on the platforms? Maybe? That would make sense.
Well, the game didn't convey that to you. 0 out of 10.
Okay, I was just supposed to stay on the platforms.
Well,
But they were leaving because you couldn't go up off the screen before, so I thought it would. I didn't want that.
I can't believe the game let you get into an unwinnable scenario. 0
so
out of
many
10.
looms, what the heck? Look at how
dated
many.
game design.
We're lums, rather. We're rebelling against Ubisoft, and we're not going to call them those. Did you know,
Oh
by
my
the
god,
way,
there's a lot of lums
you
in
know
that cornucopia.
You know the stinky yellow fish who sings "Don't Pee on the Floor"? You know the game that's from was made by Ubisoft?
Yeah, that tracks.
That's from an Ubisoft game.
Number 6. Man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke.
Number 12.
Number 12. Every single time it gets more guttural. Eventually it's just gonna be like, number 12.
Oh my god! Well, I've been streaming for 4 hours now. So...
Oh, we've beaten Rayman Legends I'm finally free.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have beaten it. It's over.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I guess the last world is an extra world.
The pig-ass planet is full.
Holy shit. I mean, well, in Origins we did the extra world.
Oh, we only got one fucking more.
These credits last for fucking ever, by the way.
Oh. Is there a way of skipping them?
Probably. But yeah, you get the idea.
We can destroy the letters in this game? Revolutionary. I love how you can destroy them before you've even read the names, almost. Like...
Yeah. That's why there was so many lums, is because... this was the final level.
Well, everybody, we've completed Rayman Legends. And that concludes our playthrough of the entire Rayman series.
Unless we want to...
all of them.
Unless we want to try again at the... see if we can get the ending of the first game.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do a redemption thing, weren't we?
Yeah, if you ever get me a save file for that, then I will do that. But I'm not gonna frickin' play that myself again anytime soon. So...
oh,
the
God.
evil Dark Rayman just appeared and invaded 6 paintings. We're gonna do this music stage. I don't even remember this one. This second to last music stage. Do we want to stream the rest of this stuff? Like, probably not immediately. Because I know we have other things we want to stream. But it feels like a shame not to, include, the best music stage and stuff like that.
Okay, I can do that.
Maybe not next week. Let's let ourselves play something else next week.
Yeah, let's do something else. Let's play Mario Kart DS.
I thought we were gonna do Kirby 3. Kirby Dream
No,
Land 3.
No, we were gonna do Spirit Tracks.
No, what? That has
Yeah,
literally never come up.
Yeah, because like originally the plan was to play Doshin the Giant, but then you
What?
said you weren't interested.
Bis!
So I brought up Spirit Tracks.
Bis has been living in a parallel universe, apparently.
Anyway, everybody join us next week for Cubivore on the Nintendo GameCube.
I am checked out. The best music stage is the Land of the Living Dead one, because it's got my favorite song.
Sham wants to see Doshin the Giant.
This one's also just a made-up song for the level.
Is it sick though?
It's okay. The Nintendo Shit Cube.
No!
This is the only music stage you've had so far that has any, like, difficulty to it, so that's interesting.
Hey Elena,
Yeah?
imagine if you had a villain arc where you just become like a 2000s media reviewer on the internet.
This is a licensed song? Really? I recognize all the other licensed songs. This one I don't recognize at all.
Let me listen to it.
Ah!
Oh god, I heard my voice for a second. Yeah, I don't recognize this, I'm sorry.
There will be no Gex on this stream. There will not even be an image of Gex.
If you want Gex, you're gonna have to go to Arrow. I feel like Arrow is the sort of person whose sense of humor will appreciate Gex more. And also Arrow likes reptiles and also bullshit.
So if that's a licensed song, I don't know what it is.
Yes, exactly like Nostalgia
Alexa
Critic
said
and Valve
pieces saying the
username.
same.
Exactly like that. Well, like Nostalgia Critic crossed with like average with yeah, Nostalgia Critic. Actually, that's a good point. That plus also like a little bit of like every gaming YouTuber ever.
So that's been Rayman Legends for the moment. So I need, oh man, I need 400 teensies to unlock this. So I would have to do that on my own time, which I probably will. I have never 100% completed this game. I still need to do that. I got close, I remember, before.
Well, you got 69 teens equal.
So on my own time, I might unlock that, and then once I get around to that, then we'll stream Living Dead Party. I'll probably just go through, play like the little remix stages, etc., and build up some more teensies. Like back to Origins, and then we'll come back.
Hey, since Arrow's come up in chat a minute, I just have to mention Arrow's been owning ass at Magic the Gathering recently. She's been going to a lot of stuff and playing well.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, me and her are streaming tomorrow, I think.
I hope that... Because you usually stream by the time that you're, like, available to, like, do stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because I was really hoping you'd get to watch Sasha play Sonic Adventure.
Oh wait, no. Sasha's playing Sonic Adventure. We're gonna we'll rethink things. We'll rethink things.
Well, yes and no got both 50% in the poll. It's a tie.
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of wild because these are what you came in for originally, Adam. These were like the inception of you being here. It's been such a long time since, like, when did we start Rayman 1?
We started them last summer.
Last summer. Fucking hell. I feel old.
I remember you're like, I want to stream all the Rayman games. And then we did.
Yeah.
Actually, scratch that. I think you just wanted me to stream 2 and 3.
I
want to do the first one first. Just to, you know, have the whole thing. And then also I then wanted to play Origins and Legends because I like those.
Yeah. Origins and Legends have been good. Like, I'm not super interested in these games. I don't think there's as much to say about these ones.
I'd still like to do one stream where we just look at all the various handheld Raymans.
Oh, I really want to play the Game Loft phone game Rayman one that's just like Sonic. They just made a Sonic game for Rayman inexplicably. That'd be really interesting.
You could throw that one in there, yeah.
I'm glad you're still around, Invalid, even after that.
Ta-da!
I'm always really thankful when people stick around, even when they're like the thing that got them in is gone. Yeah.
My stream seems to attract cool people.
Shan, if we play the rabid ones, Adam will fucking kill us.
Alright, so like I said,
they're like minigame collections, so like...
I'll probably play this on my own at some point. I got a lot of games to play at the moment, and not a lot of free time, so eventually this will come back. We'll throw this in eventually. Yeah, this is good beans. So what do we actually want to do next week, Bis? Rather than your AUs.
So, I think it's about time we play Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the Nintendo
I want you to stop being silly! I want to know what you actually want to do!
I don't know! I don't know anything!
Because the things I wanted to do with you... Yeah, I wanted to do Dreamland 3, or I wanted to do Devil May Cry 3. With you. Because it seems like anime bullshit that you would enjoy. And that I would enjoy at the moment because I want more anime bullshit games to play on the stream.
Okay, I'm up for Devil May Cry 3, but I want to do Dreamland 3 first.
Okay.
I want to be gooey!
That's fine. We should probably start over our playthrough then, if we're streaming
hold on! Invalid username brings up a point.
What?
Invalid username says, play Paper Mario. Wait, no, I misread the comment. Don't look at that. Don't look at what Invalid username said.
I'm sitting up so I can go look at the comment.
Don't look at it. I misread it. Don't look.
No! Sticker Star. I'm the one person who likes that game. You have an idea for a game we could stream, Sasha? What is it?
I've somehow managed to misread that as Super Paper Mario. I don't know how.
You love Sticker Star too? One of us.
Oh, we've managed to find the 2 Sticker Star stands in the entire universe.
Oh, Sasha could play co-op with me with Hat in Time. Ooh.
Well, that'd be like not on. That wouldn't be the Sunday thing, so that's like a different thing.
Well, yeah. Sasha just wants to stream that with me sometime.
Sticker Star made me incredibly angry. Vicious. And I came into it like, oh, well, this game, people don't like it much, but I like the aesthetic, so I'm going to give it a chance. See if it's... See, I came into it actively wanting to see if it was a hidden gem, despite what everybody said. I bought like loads of sticker paper and printed out my own stickers and had a sticker phase in anticipation of playing it. And I played it and I was like, God, this is fucking Oh.
I just thought it was cute, and it had really nice music, and it had fun puzzles. And everything was made out of cardboard.
A raccoon in a rubbish bin could make me angry. I don't know if that's true. I like raccoons.
A
They're
bear in a
fine.
rubbish bin would make you angry.
Oh! At that point, I would like close the lid on the bear and then throw the bin off a cliff on the side of an active volcano.
Anyway, I was trying to talk about what our schedule's going to be.
Yeah.
Before we went off on this tangent. So, next week will be Kirby's Dream Land 3. We should probably start over our playthrough, as I mentioned. Just because we're going to be streaming it. Which means this will be the third time I try to start playing this game.
Red Panda? I don't know. Depends. Sorry, go on.
So yeah, so it'll be that. And then Thursday is going to be Subnautica with Arrow. And I'm going to play more Kirby in the Forgotten Land. We're going to try and beat the extra world. And then Friday is going to be Wii Sports Resort. Because I'm being a rebel, I'm playing Wii Sports Resort on the day that Nintendo Switch Sports comes out.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be fun.
Could I answer? Can I just say something in reply to what Sham said super
No,
quick?
let me finish.
I'm sorry.
I'll probably do Mappy Land on Friday as well. So that's our schedule. Also next Sunday I'm gonna play New Super Mario Bros. Again one more time just so we can look at the mini games, and I might start Kirby Mass Attack too. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like. Anyway, go on, Bis.
Oh yeah, I should just say, Shan, there was one time I had like a friend who was making like a Zelda 2 clone, right? And like, I for some reason, as like some sort of weird test to myself, made like my own hypothetical version of their game as like a one-room demo thing. And one of the main things I remember about that, other than the fact that your sword went out super far, was just that there were some bear enemies, and like every enemy in the game had a different death animation for some reason. And for the bears, upon their death, you would see their souls ascend. Like you would see their ghosts leave their body, and a husk would be left behind. So I have done bear enemies before, if only once. Anyway, sorry, go on.
But yeah, I was looking forward to Kirby's Dream Land 3 because it's something we can play together.
Yeah.
And we did Kirby Superstar together a couple years ago, and that was fun, so... Yeah! Thanks everybody for watching. I think it was a really fun stream today. I had a lot of fun with New Super Mario Bros. We played my favorite level. That is... the New Super Mario Bros. Stream has been interesting because I've I just did one stream where I did a whole run-through of the game, just kind of skipping ahead to the ending, basically. And then today, I just I still skipped a lot, but I just tried to play some more of the game, so we got a better look at everything. World 7, I think, is my favorite, because it has the giant wiggler, and it has the squigglers. And there's like several other things there, but... So it's just kind of like the New Super Mario Bros. Greatest Hits. But it's been a lot of fun, so yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed, and I hope you'll look forward to Thursday, when I will be back. So, thanks everybody. See you again soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.